Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to part 2 of this Gothic style warehouse. Today we're just going to be finishing up pretty much the rest of the build, maybe adding some different styles of roof on here, and then also some little different sorts of machinery. So just really quick, before we get started on the roof, I did kind of want to show you guys what I've just been sort of working on for like the past day or so. Just a little bit of dock. I know I showed you some of the start of it in the first video, but I just went ahead and added some of these other things along with these little tiny market stalls, and I'm not quite sure what this is going to be just yet, but it may just be like some sort of bigger sales place. But yeah, still not really 100% sure on that. So back to the main build, what we're going to do to start this off is just raise this up 4 tall right there, and then we'll go forward 1, left 1, raise this up 4 tall as well, and then in between these we're going to skip 3 blocks, then raise this one up, and then we'll go forward 1, right 1, and raise this up 4 tall as well. And then just to finish this little spot off, we're going to go 2 sticky ivy bits on both sides of here, oops, and then a little cross beam right in the middle. And then we can also go ahead and fly over to this section and raise each one of these up 4 tall, just to kind of make it the exact same as over there. And then we're just going to kind of create a little L shape so they connect together, and then we should be able to start the biggest portion of the roof, which should be pretty fun and interesting to see how that turns out. So once again, we're placing these little sticky ivy bits, and I think we also forgot to do those on the front, so we'll put those in there. And then I guess while we're at it, we might as well just place in these little fences since we're here. And then same thing on this side. So we'll get those in. And then I guess before we go any further, let's just go ahead and connect these things. So to connect them, you are just going to start right here, and we'll just go out 1, 2, and 3. And then from this we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's see. I guess we can start from this side on this time. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I guess we'll start over here, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think 10 blocks over on this side, and then 9 over on this one, and that's what's going to get them to connect pretty much perfectly. And yeah, that's pretty much all we really need to do for over there. I guess we can place in a little pillar right there, leaving this with the 2 wide gap, and then this side with a 4 wide gap. But other than that, we can pretty much just go ahead and start with the big roof. So to do this, all you're going to do is place a block right there, a block here, and then let's see, is that really what we want to do? I'm not quite sure. So how about we just go up like this, and just a slight triangle, so nothing too big. So just up 1 at a time, and you should only have to place 3 of them in there. And then on this side we should be able to do the full entire triangle. So we'll start right here, and I guess we'll place one on this side, then maybe just do a pillar of, I think we'll need 5 tall, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they should kind of connect up to that pretty well. So we'll go up 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and then yeah, that'll work perfect. And then just go ahead and delete this block, and then skip 1 and delete that one, and then just fill in each side with a little checkered effect. And I find that usually tends to look the best. And then we can just do the exact same thing over on this side, and there we go. And then if we'd like to, I was going to say connect it over to this side, but we really did not have to. So we're just going to leave that out for now. And I think we can pretty much just start filling in the rest of the roof. But before we really do that, what I like to do is just connect pretty much all the roofing pieces together with some cross beams and whatnot. So I guess, let's see, our roofing material is the spruce wood. So we'll grab some spruce wood planks and then just start kind of connecting these. So to do that, we'll just do something like this. So 3 blocks over there, and then pretty much the exact same thing over on this side. So for this roof, we're just going to mirror the left side to the right, just doing the exact same thing. So we'll place 1 there, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left right there. And then for this, we'll go out 1, 2, 3, and then pretty much just connect this all the way across. And then same thing for the block right above that. And then let's see, there's not really any need to place them right here. I guess we could do just 1 set of it on this section, and then we'll have to place in a row of 2 tall right here. So we'll place these in really quick, and then we can go ahead and move down and just fill in the walls while we're in this section. So for the walls, as I might have mentioned in part 1, if you are in the default texture pack, make sure and use the regular white wool. But if you do have Conquest or another one where it looks pretty grimy and cool, I would recommend using the white stained clay. It just tends to get a nice cool effect where it looks all dirty and nasty. So we'll fill in that section, and then we'll place in 4 blocks right here just to fill in this. And before I go any further, I do want to note that you're not supposed to place them in this little thing, but instead go 1 block back, so you can still see the spruce wood outside. and we'll just fill it in, so 5 across, and then this way, and then I guess we could probably do a little pillar of 3 right there, just to kind of clean it up a bit, and we'll just fill in the rest of that. And that should be pretty much all we need. So let's see, what else can we do? We are going to leave this roof for now until we have pretty much every single roof filled in. So let's just go ahead and move on to the next section. So we do this. Oops, we still need to kind of give this upper roof a shape. And I think I kind of want to go back to, just so it's not all the same, like this roof has kind of like a slight curve. I'm thinking about doing this one a sort of more unique one, like we've made down for this lower section. So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll go up 1 on both sides, and then we'll go up 2 for the next one. So up 2. And then for the top, we will do up 2 again. And then same thing right over here. So we'll go up 1, and then up 2, and then up 2 to finish it off, right on the top. And then we, oops, gosh dang it. And then we can just come down here and do that same thing. And then just for some more extra detail, we'll place 1 block right in there, and then same thing right there. And one more thing that we probably should do, just to kind of increase our level of detail, would be just placing another one right here. Oops, and we'll start right there. So leaving 1 block kind of over to the right, and then just kind of work our way up. And you know what, to make this even better, we may want to do this on this side. I think that might turn out just a tad bit better. So we can do it over here instead. So once again, it's up 1, leaving that gap of 3 in the middle, then we'll go up 2 on both sides, and then up 2 right in the middle. And then we can connect all these together. Then we can go down here and connect all this roof together, and then we can start kind of filling in all the outlines to the build, and then we should pretty much be done. All we have left to do after that would be just to kind of fill in the walls, and then maybe add some extra machinery and stuff, just to kind of make it look more like a warehouse where it can fully function, kind of gather supplies and stuff, and just be like a proper building. So back to this, we're just going to fill all these in pretty much with the crossbeam that goes all the way to the other side, and I think that's all we really need to do for this little section. And then we can head over to the left and fill those in. So there we go. Now for this, we're just going to fill in this corner really quickly. So there we go. And we'll go up here and just fill in these little 2 rows. Shouldn't take too long. And then we'll be on our way. And then let's see, we got to fill in this. We'll go up 2 again, just kind of connecting it all the way across until we get to, I think just right there should be fine. And then we'll go up 2 for this little final bit, and then we can move on to that lower, the roof that's the largest in this build. And then we'll move on to the fun part, because the roof, it tends to be pretty tedious and just kind of repetitive in some parts, but it is really interesting to see how it turns out in the end. So for this thing, let's see, what can we do? I think before we start placing blocks, let's place a little pillar in right here that kind of goes down like this. And then same thing, where else can we do this? Maybe we'll just do 1 right in the middle, kind of dividing it into 2 gaps of 4. So we'll do something like that. Or if we want to, we can make it just a little bit better and do 2 gaps of 3 and then a gap of 1 in the middle. That just could add a little bit of extra detail. And that really should be all. I guess now we can really just start connecting all the rest of this. So we'll go kind of in like this, just 2 blocks wherever we can. I think that should be good for now. And then if we want to, I was going to say we could fill this in, but I think we should probably just end it with a little cross beam for now. And then maybe we'll just fill that section in. But we got to kind of hold off on that for now, just so we can see sort of where the roofs connect. So if we fly back in here, I'm pretty sure we're safe to just start connecting the rest of this. So let's do that for now. So we'll go 1 block right here. And we can move up 1 at a time, just kind of filling this in as we go. And then this should pretty much be all we need for the spruce wood for now. If I remember correctly, that is. So let's connect that. And then is that it? I'm just going to do 1 little quick fly around just to check really fast. And yeah, I think that pretty much is all we need to do to connect most of the roofing. So we can go ahead and grab some, let's see, the materials we're going to need are pretty much all the stone brick blocks. So we need the stairs, the stone bricks, and half slabs. And then for the spruce wood, we're going to need all of those as well. So we'll grab the full blocks, stairs, and half slabs for that. I'm not entirely sure if we need the half slabs, but just in case, let's just grab them to make sure. And so to start this thing off, I guess we'll just begin here, kind of where we started. And let's see, we're going to need our stone bricks. So we'll place one in, then we'll go out one to the right just to kind of create that overhang. And then from there, we're just going to start working our way up. So we'll go up two more, and then right here, since this is kind of a double stack, we're going to switch to our stone bricks, and then we'll go out one like that. And then since these are in our hand already, we'll just do one right there as well. And we will need to do a couple on this side. So one right there and one over here. Oops, I guess that block doesn't matter, so you can leave that in. And then we'll switch back to our stone bricks and then just start filling in the rest of this. Just like so. And then, I think for this we may need to delete this little fence like that. And then we'll just kind of keep working our way down. So we'll place one there, maybe delete this fence. In fact, just to make it look a little bit better, we'll delete all the fences for now. And that pretty much should be all we need to do. And then we'll start placing in some of our upside down stairs below all of these. So let's do that really quickly, and then we can start our little Gothic design. So for that, we're going to place in a half slab right here. Then on top of all the previous stairs, we're going to go up one with an upright stair, and then we can do, you can either do one half slab and then two more, or one half slab and then a full block on top of that. And then really quickly, we're going to grab a cobblestone wall just to kind of top it off and give it a more pointy spike effect, which you might see in some like real life Gothic builds. And so from there, we're going to add a little line across the top with the spruce wood, and then we can start filling in sort of the other side of this thing. So we're going to switch back to our stone bricks, come out one or out two to the left, creating a little overhang, and then we'll just go up one and then up two, and then we'll switch to our full blocks, place this in, skip one, place that in. We'll move over to the left side, place this one in really quick, delete that one that we just placed, and then I'm thinking that pretty much should be all we need for that. So we'll switch back to our stone brick stairs, just kind of fill in the rest of these, working our way down. And for right here, although it looks like we may need to place one, we're going to leave that out for now because that's where the blocks on this roof are going to come down and sort of attach. So we'll leave that, and then we'll just place in all of these upside down stairs while we still can. And then just to make things look a little bit better, I'm thinking we should probably delete that block and place that in there. That may look a little bit better. And then we can just delete this fence just to kind of improve the overall look. And now we can just move on to our little Gothic style design. So we'll kind of finish it off by placing a half slab here, then two upright stairs on top of the previous ones, and then we can do a half slab right there, and then a full block on top of that. And then to finish it off, we can just go ahead and stick that little spiky stone or cobblestone wall on the very top. Then we're going to grab up some fences and just fill in a line all the way across the top of this. And there we go. So let's see. What else can we do for this? We are going to switch back to our stone brick stairs. We'll place in an upside down one on either side of this, and then just kind of work our way back up to the top. And no need for the full blocks on this one, not until we get to the Gothic design. So we'll just keep these in our hands, just kind of working our way up like this. Then we can do a half slab right there, and then just fill in the rest with some upside down stairs. And then we'll switch to, let's see, actually don't switch just yet. And then place in two upright stairs above these, and then a little half slab right there, then a full block, and then a cobblestone wall just to top it off. And I believe that should be all we need on this roof with the stone bricks. So we'll switch back to our spruce wood, create just a little line right there with that, and then we can switch to our spruce wood stairs and just kind of fill this in as we go. So we'll do 2 layers of the stairs, and then we'll switch to our spruce wood full blocks, just do 1 row of this, then switch back to stairs, fill in a row of these, then switch back to the full blocks, and we're just going to create a 1 solid line that goes all the way across, and then we'll switch back to our stairs, and this should be the last set that we're going to place in. So we'll do this all the way across, and then that should be it. Now we can just move over to this whole side over here. Wait. This is kind of weird for some reason. I think it's just this roof right here. That's the only problem. So maybe, oh, here's what it is. This part, all we need is some stairs right there, and then that should be good. And then you know what, just to make things look a little bit better, we'll switch that so it faces that way. Yeah, there we go. Then we'll grab our fences really fast, just place in 3 right there, and then we'll pretty much do the exact same thing right over here. And so let's see, we got 1 row, then we'll do 1 more with the stairs, and we'll switch over and place in yet another row. of the full blocks. Then we'll go back to our stairs and then make a little L shape with these, and then that should be it for that section. So that's pretty much going to be the general sort of design. Oops, once again I've done it. So let's fix this really fast. So swap that over and go back to those, and there we go. So that is entirely done now. And that's basically just going to be the general design that we're going to use for the rest of the roofs. So, oops, we could also, while we're at it, let's place in a row of these full blocks all the way across here, and then on top of those we'll go with a row of the spruce wood stairs. And let's see how these turn out. Yep, that looks pretty good. So, let's see, where do I want to start next? Where to start? You know what, before we do anything else, as I've seen as I was flying around, let's place in some more sticky yaddy bits. I feel like we need them, so we'll go one right there, one here, and then there may have been some on this roof. Nope, there could be some on the back side. We'll go one right there, one here, and then I believe that should be all of them. So we can hold off on those for now. We'll switch back to our stone brick stairs, and then I guess we'll just move on to this roof. So we'll place one right there, then go out one so it creates a little overhang, and then from there we'll just sort of work our way up to the top. I think we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of them. Or not 5 more, but 3 more. So there we go, and then we'll just fill in some upside down stairs below all those, and then we can do the exact same thing over on the left side. And while we're here, we'll just place in a half slab right on the top block, and then we'll come over here, place this one in, then go out one to the right so it creates a little overhang, and then from there we can just start working our way up to the top. So let's do that really quickly. So there we go. Now we'll do our little Gothic design. So we'll place one on top of each one of these stairs, and then swap over to our stone brick half slab, place one there, and then a full block on top of that, and switch over to our cobblestone wall and finish it off with that thing. And that should be good. Oops. Gotta place in those upside down stairs, or else it looks kind of weird, especially if you do the upside down stairs on one side and then not on the other. It just looks kind of broken and nasty. So we'll place those in, and now we are pretty much good on that roof. So I'm gonna fly over to the front and just fill this in really quickly. It's not gonna take too long, so we'll just, I guess for this one we'll start from the top, just place these in really quickly. So there we go. I think we'll need a total of 4 of them for this, and then we'll start placing in some upside down stairs below these. And let's see, how does this look? Looks pretty good. I think maybe to make this one look a little bit better, we could try placing in maybe just a full block right there. How does that look? It looks kind of interesting, I must say. Not sure if I like it yet or not, but definitely looks weird. Also, we could try placing in a little stair right here. Let's see how that looks. Maybe not upside down, but let's try an upright stair. There we go. How does that look? I guess if we want to place that in, we'll delete these fences, and then that seems to look a little better. It does look kind of weird with this little thing right here, so we'll make that face upright instead. And there, that does look a little bit better. So, and I've done some thinking, so let's switch this back. I think that's going to give us the best overall effect. So we'll do something to that extent, and then what else can we do? I think before we have to place in any more of the spruce wood stairs, we're going to have to do this secondary roof first. It's just going to kind of create some guidelines that we can follow just to make it easier to place in. So we'll place just a row of those all the way across the bottom, and then just kind of work our way up. Now we're only going to be able to place one before we have to switch over to our stone bricks. And we'll place 2 of these in. Same thing on this side. And then while we're at it, we can fly over to the front of the build as well and maybe place some in. So we'll have one there and one here, and then just do 2 more over to the left of those. So we'll place these in, and now for the final section where we need those, we'll place them in right here and one up there, and then 2 more on this side. And now I think that should be all of them. So we can switch back to our stone brick stairs and just kind of keep filling this in until we reach the top. Then we'll go back down on the other side. Just kind of bring it all the way down to here, and then if you get to this block, you can just make a row that goes all the way across the bottom, like that, and then we'll go out 2 over here so it creates a little overhang, and then we can start working our way back up. Now before I go any further, I kind of do want to place in these upside down stairs just so I don't forget, since I usually do. It seems like every video I forget at least one thing. So place these in really quickly, and I guess we can just move on to our little Gothic design. So we'll place in a half slab right there, then a full block to finish it off. Oops, that's not right. Let's redo that. So I guess we still need the half slab, but instead we can do 2 upright stairs on top of the previous ones, then a half slab on the top half of those, and then a stone brick full block on the top, and then just to kind of finish it off, let's stick in a cobblestone wall, and then that should be good. Now, while we're here, let's swap over to our spruce wood planks, and we'll just do a solid line that goes all the way across right over to here, and then we'll do another one that comes over on this side that goes all the way to the front of the build, and no need to make it have an overhang. So it's pretty sure that's good with the stone bricks for this general area. So we'll move over to the front, and then after this we can transition over to the left side, and that should pretty much be it for the roof. So let's just keep going down over here, then make it a little overhang right there, then we'll fill in our upside down stairs, and then let's see, oops, upside down stairs on the right as well, and then a half slab, then 2 upright stairs on top of these, and then another half slab on the top half of those, and then a full block to kind of finish it off, and then for the final little bit we'll place in a cobblestone wall. And now, since we're here, let's do a little stone brick line of stairs that goes all the way to, let's see, what are we going to do? We'll place in I think we need a upside down stair right here, and then one over on this side as well, and then we'll just do one more stair facing towards it, right there, same thing on this side, then we'll just do something like that, and then just kind of work our way up, creating our little roof shape, and then we'll go back down on the right side, and now we can start placing in the rest of our upside down stairs, and then we can finish it off with our little Gothic design. So for that, once again, all it is a half slab on top of those, and then a stone brick stair on top of each one of the stairs, and then another half slab, then a full block, and then to finish it off, we're just going to place down this little cobblestone wall just to give it that spiky effect. And now, oh sweet, is that all of the things we need? Stone brick stair wise? I think it is. Okay, awesome. So now we can switch over to our spruce wood stairs. We'll just do one solid line of these all the way across the bottom. And we'll do this all the way around for now, since we are going to have to switch back over to our spruce wood full blocks after this. So we'll place these in really fast. Also, we could use some down here. So we'll place these in. Same thing down here. And then I think on this right side, we'll have to place in 3 full rows of them. Or actually make that 4 if we want to go up here and place them. Although, I'm not really sure I want to up there. So let's go without them for now. We could possibly do something here just to make it a little more interesting. We could do a little sticky-outy bit. That could create sort of a cool effect, so let's try that for now. And then below that, we'll just do a solid line of spruce wood stairs. And then we'll do 2 more of these little lines of the stairs right below that. And then this last one, and then we can move on to the rest of the roof. So there we go. Now, I believe we should be safe to kind of fill in. Oops, we did not do this one yet. So let's fill this in. And now we should be safe to switch over to our spruce wood full blocks. And we're going to fill in 2 rows of these all the way across. So we'll do there, then skip one, and then fill it in here. Pretty much your guidelines for kind of filling in those is just find the full block on the outside kind of outline of the roof, and that's where you're going to want to place them in. So we'll do 1 more row over here, actually make that 2 since we are going to place one up there as well, but we're going to leave that for now. So we'll place in that one on the bottom, then transition up here and place this one in. And we can do this all the way across over on this side as well, so we'll place in 2 more rows of these, 1 all the way across the bottom, and then we'll skip 1, place 1 all the way across the top, like that. And then we still need to place in, I think, some stairs right here, so let's switch back over to our spruce wood stairs, since we do not really need the full blocks anymore, except for this little row right there. Now that should be all we need. So we'll go back to our spruce wood stairs and just kind of fill in all the rest of the spots with these. So we'll do, I think we need 2 more rows, so we'll go, that's 1, and then this will be 2, right there. And then we'll do some more on this side. And then I think after we're done with this, we only have 1 more roof section to cover, and then we can move on to the walls, and then I'm pretty sure after that we should be done. Although I kind of wanted to add in some little bits of machinery, maybe just like 1 or 2 on the outside, since I do want to do an interior tutorial for this one. I think that could be pretty cool. So you know what, maybe I'll save all the machinery for the interior, plus just to save time, that might make things easier. And then just for this one, we'll we'll fill in all the exterior, and then for the next one I'll do maybe some exterior machinery as well, and then maybe like a wagon cart would be cool. I could even make that like a whole separate tutorial, and then we can do like some different variations. In fact, if you do want to see that, make sure and let me know in the comments. But let's finish off the roof by filling in all these little fences all the way across the top, and then we can move down to the second and third floor for this build and just fill in the walls, and then we should be done with this thing. So a little technique I found to make this a bit easier is just to start from the outside and then go in the inside and just kind of fill in all the gaps we missed. So go ahead and switch over to whatever material you used for the walls on the second floor, and we'll just fill in the rest of these gaps with that same thing. So whenever you have a 3-wide gap, I like to place in a window on those. So we'll do something like this, and then we'll move over here, just kind of fill in this little section. Pretty sure, can we fit one in there? Can we squeeze in? I think we can. So we'll do a little row right there, and then we can move right over to this side and just kind of fill in this whole thing. And I think we could fit a window in here. That might look pretty cool. And you know what? Let's place a little pillar in right here. So maybe no window on this side, but we could definitely maybe fit one in right there. I'm not quite sure if I want to or not. Let's see how it looks without it. Sometimes I like to put in windows, but then there's other sections where I think it sort of looks better without them. And this is definitely one of them right there. So let's stick without it, and then we'll just fill in this. This can definitely have a window since it is a 3-wide gap. So we'll leave that open. And then we can just fill this one all the way in. And then I'm thinking that should be it. Although we still need to fill in all of this. So let's do that really quickly. We'll get one more in there, and then just do the exact same thing over on this side. Oops. Oh crap, I fell. Okay, so let's place all these in. There we go. And then, okay, we got one more block on this roof. Do we have any right here? Now we filled that in, I think, in the first video. Same with that one. I'm quite certain that's all we need to do. Let's fill in our windows really quick, and then we can end this thing. So we'll go our gray stained glass. If you'd like to, you can also use the light gray. That looks definitely pretty cool. The black stained glass. I kind of want to see what this looks like. I've always thought about trying green. I think it looks pretty gothic. Oh yeah, I gotta admit, that looks awesome. Although the only what would you call it? The only downside to it is I think in default texture pack the green looks god awful. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna stick to my gray. Although maybe I'll do like 2 variations of this map or something, where I just switch up the glass just to kind of mix things up. Oops, and we did forget to kind of fill in this little wall section. So let's do these really quick, and then I'm just gonna kind of scout around for any other remaining windows we need to fill in. And then one more thing before I go, we need to fill in some pillars. Here, let's go inside really quickly. Holy crap, I did not know we were gonna have this much room. That's awesome. This should be fun to do an interior. I used to hate interiors, but now for some reason, after being forced to do them, I kind of like them. So I guess that's a good thing. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is just filling in all the nasty gaps, just to kind of clean it up a little bit. I'm not going to go too into depth, or too much into depth, but just got to kind of clean it up as much as I can. And while we're at it, as you can see, we ended up with these little nasty kind of gaps above the windows. So I'm going to switch over to this oak wood plank stuff, and then just fill in a row all the way across to the top, just to kind of get rid of those. And then this really creates a nice guideline for where we want to kind of fill in the rest of the walls. Oops, and it kind of has shown us that we forgot some extra sections as well. So we'll fill this one in too. Hopefully that's the last one we missed. There's probably one more, knowing me though. So we'll fill in those. I think that's all we really need to do. Yeah, this section's already done. Kind of curious to see. Oh, this is a nice view. Yeah, I like that. So let's fly out of here, and then before I go, I do want to add in some more details. So all we're really going to need are some stairs and then fences. So just like we did for the second floor, we're going to fill in a little Hobbit style design just by kind of making this a bit more circular. And to do that, you're just going to place a stair on every corner and make sure the ones on top are upside down. For these spots, I'm going to try 2 different things. So I'll go like this, and then so we can either do something like that, or if you'd like to, you can do 2 stairs on the middle. pretty much just whatever you think looks best. Definitely don't do both of them. I gotta admit that looks pretty bad, but I think I'll stick with those. And then wherever you have a one wide section, just make sure and leave that open, because if you place stuff in there, it just really kind of distorts the color and you don't get enough variation. So just, yeah, make sure and don't place them in there. On these two wide sections though, you could probably get away with just placing two on the outside like that, just so it does sort of match up at the bottom. And then we could even, no, I'll leave that one out. I was gonna say you could even squeeze one in there, but I don't think we can. So we'll just fly over, kind of check around, see what else we can put in. I think that may be it. So now I'll switch over to my fences and see if I need to place these in anywhere else, and we do. We need one right here. Oops, wrong material. That could have been bad. So let's place in some right there. I even want to do a little sticky addy bit on that section, and we'll place in another little row or pillar of fences right there and there. And then if we fly around, we should have a couple more. So we'll do one right there, and then I'm assuming that's all of them. And yes, it is. So I'll fly around, just kind of give you guys a quick little show around of this thing. I'm definitely glad I went with 3 stories. I think that it really makes it look a lot more kind of developed and like a meaningful build. Plus, if we fly down here, I'm kind of curious if you can see that from the port. Okay, yeah, perfect. So if we wouldn't have made that 3 stories, we would not have been able to see the top roof from down here. But since we went ahead and raised it up an extra floor, it definitely made it stand out more. It kind of draws the player's attention to kind of, I think it makes them curious on what the hell that is. So maybe we're going to make them run over here and just kind of adventure around and see what the hell that is. Because usually, a warehouse isn't the most interesting thing, but if you kind of make it stand out and make it a giant, cool-looking build, it kind of just draws their attention, kind of makes them want to explore. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for today, guys. I have noticed I've said pretty much, I think like 30 times in this build, so I got to stop doing that. I don't know why the hell I'm saying it so much, but yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Make sure and let me know in the comments if you do have any ideas for future builds. If I remember correctly, the Nordic style is what we will be working on next, so if you do have any ideas for that, definitely let me know. We'll probably be doing a video on that Friday, so just make sure and get your comments in. I'll probably take, I guess, whatever sounds coolest, I'll be honest, or whatever comment gets the most likes. I guess I could do that as well. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys, and hopefully I will see you next time.